Girl, how the fuck you got a baby that's 4 weeks and you pregnant, 4 weeks pregnant? Hold
Again. So I was in shock. I was like, I can't be pregnant again. Please take a test again. My baby only a month old. Y'all, I'm 3 weeks. I forgot how many days it said. I'm 3 weeks and some days pregnant. I'm so embarrassed, but hey.
I do not think that there is anybody that will listen or hear something like this. I will not freak out and be like, how? Sometimes I just wonder, why do some women hate themselves so much? At least if you hate yourself a little, but not so much. So there's this woman that she came online and she was holding a 4 weeks old baby and she said, I am pregnant. Listen, she's 4 weeks postpartum and she's pregnant. And you know the crazy part? She's saying we shouldn't judge her. Girl, we're gonna judge you. We're gonna judge you. Let me show you all the video.
Y'all, guess what? I've been crying all day. So I've been having cramps and stuff. So I decided to go to the ER. Because I'm thinking something might be wrong because, I just had a baby a month ago. I just had a baby a month ago. So I'm thinking something might be wrong. So I'm sitting there. Yeah, I went in there. They ran tests and all that. They asked me, they was like, do you think you're pregnant? I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant or whatever. I'm not pregnant. Even though I didn't wait my 6 weeks, y'all. I'm embarrassed. Y'all don't judge me. I didn't wait my 6 weeks. But how about that doctor is going to come in there and say, I'm pregnant again. Like, he really said I'm pregnant again. So I was in shock. I was like, I can't be pregnant again. Please take a test again. My baby only a month old. Y'all, I'm 3 weeks. I forgot how many days it said. I'm 3 weeks and some days pregnant. I'm so embarrassed, but hey, and I cried. Did what I had to do. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I can get rid of it, but I don't see that happening. But I just had to tell y'all first. I had to tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody because everybody gonna be asking me. And I'm embarrassed because this is my first child. This is my first child. And I'm already pregnant again. So she about to be a big sister. Which is embarrassing.
The thing is, she's saying that her husband did not force her because people had to calculate. Because when I saw the video at first, I'm like, are you mad? That was my first reaction. Like, are you mad? Like, what was this was saying? You're pregnant 4 weeks after a baby. I don't even want to even hear 6 months. I don't want to even hear a year. 4 weeks. So definitely, immediately you had the baby, you did it with your partner. You just did it. That was the congratulations, we have a baby. Let's celebrate. That was the celebration. Maybe they did it in the hospital. Because some people put to bed and they go back home 7 days, 1 week, 2 weeks. It depends on your health issue. Some 2 days, right? So, however, you have your child, even if it's cesarean section, even if you push the child out of your VJ, are you okay? Like, are some women okay? Because I don't know. Why do some women hate themselves so much? Why do they hate their body so much? Why do they want to unalive themselves before their time? She said that her husband did not force her. It was what she wanted. What do you mean it was what you wanted? You know that sometimes we do some things for men and we are like, I actually did it because I liked it. No, you thought you liked it because you felt like you were doing something for him to make him happy. You can't tell me how you're going to be in pain and the next thing that is on your head is how to have smacks. I don't think any sane woman wants to do that. In fact, most women that after labor or during labor, they swear that they don't want to have smacks again. then they see the repercussion of having sex without protection or without anything. So even if you want to have sex, you're very honey, because probably your own pregnancy brought you something that makes you to crave sex all the time. No protection. What's going on? Let me show you some reaction. What is your own reaction? Because I am freaking out right now. In fact, this is not the first time I saw the video, but I watched the video again. I'm like, this is real, because there's sometimes I see some video. I'm like, it's clickbait. But I started seeing people talking about. I'm like, wait a minute. So you're telling me that woman was actually pregnant? What is your reaction? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section while we watch the stitches together, and I'll see you at the end of the videos.
So I've been having cramps and stuff. So I decided to go to the ER, you know, because I'm thinking something might be wrong because, you know, I just had a baby.
Homegirl is pregnant. Mind you, she just had a baby 4 weeks ago, and she just found out that she's 3.5 weeks pregnant. Think about it. Do the calculations. She has a 4 weeks old child and a 3.5 weeks old baby growing in her tummy. That means that homegirl was doing the do just few days after putting to bed. I'm not judging. I know it sounds like I'm judging. I swear on my dead grandmother's grave that I'm not judging. However, I am curious. I want to know how she had the desire or the strength to do the do after pushing out a baby. Even if she didn't push out the baby and she had CS, she should be recovering and not thinking about the do. You know what I mean? But no, homegirl was getting busy. Girl, did you forget what happens when you do the do without protection? I'm freaking out. And I'm not even the one pregnant. She's not even my sister. I don't even know her. But I'm freaking out on her behalf. What? Girl, how? How? Okay. Calm down. You don't know her. She's a total stranger. Well, technically, I guess she's kind of like having a twin, but it's just that one is going to be 9 months older. That's wild.
To that girl who was pregnant while holding her 4-week-old baby, y'all ain't wasting no time, did you? You ain't wasting no time at all. I'm listening and I'm trying not to judge because I ain't have a baby before. So I can't imagine what the healing process is or how long it takes for it to heal up. But I do come from an old school grandma. My grandma was pretty adamant about waiting them 6 weeks. Because if you ain't wait them 6 weeks, you was gonna get walking pneumonia, according to my grandma. And then get on here and tell us that she is embarrassed. Listen, I don't think embarrassed is the right word to fit this situation. I think the better word to use is perplexed. Because we are all perplexed on how and where this even happened. And if you say that hospital bed, girl, this is what happened when the grandmas be the babies. Because if you had a grandma like I had a grandma, this would never happen. Listen, they used to put the fear in God in you if you didn't wait them 6 weeks. You couldn't even think about going outside until them 6 weeks was up.
A lot of y'all are confused about how can you be 3.5 weeks pregnant and your baby's only 4 weeks old. I don't know what y'all confused about. That means that she was hunching about a few days after she done gave birth to that baby. And she said don't judge her. She said don't judge her because y'all know some of you and one of your other siblings is only about exactly 1 year apart. So y'all do the math, okay? That means your mama probably was hunching too, right after she had your brother or your sister. Now, this girl said that she was not going to get rid of her baby, and that's her choice. Like, I'm pro-choice. Do you. I ain't taking care of the baby, and it ain't my body. I'm just confused as to when they let you go home without getting on birth control. Like, I had my kid about 11 years ago, okay? So, that was long enough ago. And I remember before you left that hospital, no, your mama told you, hey, before you leave this hospital, can y'all send her home with some birth control? Like, make sure that she get on something because you more fertile than ever after you had that first baby.
Girl, how the fuck you got a baby that's 4 weeks and you pregnant, 4 weeks pregnant?
Hold on, let me tell y'all. So I just see this girl on my For You page, and I don't know her, no disrespect or nothing like, but she has a 4-week-old baby, and she's sitting there walking the baby back and forth like, yeah, y'all, let me just tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna cut a long story short, okay? I'm gonna make a long story short, okay? She said she basically did not weigh her 6 weeks, and she's embarrassed. So when the doctor asked her, did she weigh her 6 weeks? She lied and said she did. Whole time, she didn't wait the 6 weeks, and her baby, her newborn that she has right now, is 4 weeks old. The doctor came in and told her, well, yeah, you're pregnant, and you're 4 weeks pregnant. So how could you be pregnant if you waited for 6 weeks? And she said she was just so embarrassed, but she told her, and she was like, she don't know what to do, she don't know how to feel, and don't judge her. Just listen and don't judge. She like basically saying she could get an abortion and she would get an abortion, but she don't want to because that's just not what she want to do. Girl, you better be lucky you ain't my friend, bitch. Abort, girl, bye.
Being 3.5 weeks pregnant with a 4-week-old is insane. Hear me out. So there's a girl currently here on TikTok who found out at her 4-week checkup that she is in fact 3.5 weeks pregnant. Now the story gets even crazier because her mother found out on TikTok. Yeah, so somebody commented under her mother's video, did you know your daughter's pregnant again? And according to the mother, that's how she found out the first time. I know about your grandkids from strangers on the internet is wild. The entire story is baffling to me. And I know people are saying, oh, you can't judge. Yes, we can. And I am judging. Because yes, you get pregnant the first time, whatever. You learn your lesson, right? But to have it happen a second time and within the span of 3.5 weeks, there's no words. I think it's because she knows her mother is going to be there for her. That's why she's being careless. Because that baby's eyes haven't even opened fully yet. Like, you are still not healed down there. There's literally a reason why doctors say to wait 6 weeks. It's literally dangerous. Life-threatening. Y'all are out here risking your lives for what? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Even if it's 45 minutes. Damn.
Y'all, guess what? I've been crying all day.
Why will you do this to yourself? Or why will you allow someone to do this to you? Like, I can't just imagine. 4 weeks baby and 3 weeks pregnant. Did you guys do it in the hospital? And I don't know. There is a reason why medically it is advised for you to wait 6 weeks before you do any sexual form of activities. 1, your uterus is still bleeding. There is a wound inside the uterus that is as big as the size of a dish. You know, the dish you use to serve food, your plate. That is, where the placenta was attached to and was detached when the baby came out. And that wound needs at least 6 weeks to heal. So, that is one of the reasons why you're advised not to have sex. And when you have sex, or you are even advised not to put anything into your, vagina. Because if you do, or have sex, it can bring in, things that can cause infection. And when you have infection, you can have sepsis. And if you have sepsis, it can lead to death. As women, irrespective, I know, I can't even say who the culprit is in this case, whether it's a woman that is addicted to sex, because if you're not addicted to sex, why will you have sex 1 week, just a week after? You can't wait for 6 weeks, just 6 weeks. Whether it's the woman that asks for it or the man that asks for it, irrespective, if you as a woman, you should love yourself enough to be able to abstain from sex for that 6 weeks. And as a man, you should love your wife enough to abstain from sex for 6 weeks after she just delivered a baby. And you guys want to do it again. It didn't even prevent pregnancy. Still went ahead and do it. And pour into her. Maybe you thought because she just gave birth, you are not menstruating or you are not ovulating or whatever. Which means there is a baby, a fetus, inside an uterus that is not yet healed. It is still bleeding. Would that even be healthy for the baby? And imagine the stress of 9-month pregnancy, postpartum, and then you're already pregnant again. You will cry.
because it's not easy. And that is why it is always advisable to follow simple instruction. Simple instruction. I see a lot of women that also say they could not wait for 6 weeks. They weren't even asking for it. Maybe I'm the only one that is different, Sha, because there's no way I'm asking for it until after 6 weeks. No way. I will follow the instruction. And it's not as if that I don't want to die safe, but at least I need to be there for my children. If I die, the baby and the other children I have will be motherless. You need to think about them. Don't you think about your children before risking your life because of sex?
Okay, I know we listen and we don't judge, but I'm kind of judging this girl that's 3 weeks pregnant with a 4-week-old baby because, girl, you couldn't give it no time. And I get it, you married, so on your on that aspect, it's okay, but you couldn't give it no, like, you had to get straight out of the hospital and get on it. And then to sum it all up, the mama is the girl mama just found out on TikTok, just like she found out about the other baby via TikTok. Like, you ain't even coming to your mama and saying, hey, mom, I'm pregnant. And I get it. That's what husband and wives do. I see y'all newly married. You know, y'all jumping each other bones all day long. But, baby, you're 3 weeks pregnant and you got a 4-week-old baby. Like, your insides don't hurt. Like, ain't that shit still flesh and raw and open? Like, I don't know. Is it that good that you had to come straight out of the hospital to get straight on it? And, you know, she's like, oh, I take care of my kid. That ain't even the point. I think people are thinking more of your health right now, mama. Like, they're like, baby, you don't even have time with the kid that you got. And you already got to go through pregnancy again. And your baby was just born in January and you pregnant in February. Like, I think we just want to know, like, help us understand.
Anybody else on TikTok saw the video with the lady that her baby is 4 weeks old and she's 3.5 weeks pregnant? It's not really my business, but as a quick you start to use your crutches, I know still, you know, somebody, can you do the calculation, please? It's not really my business, but you know, once it's on TikTok, all our business. Hold on, man. And put on that teacup there. Hold on. Somebody do a calculation. Coming in a maths class. Your baby have 4 weeks and you're 3.5 weeks pregnant. So for your crutches not getting a rest. I know my crutches are here when you're free to do what you want to do with it. But how that even possible? Hold on. Then as if you wait 6 weeks or more. Then I will go on this so. Come here, man. Me need to explain. Me not need explanation. Come in and know what I don't know. No care rest body a little bit. Somebody come talk to me. I need somebody to come and talk to me because this is not even possible. It's not possible at all. No, man. Me I try to do the maths, not maths in something right.
Okay, so I know y'all seen that video of that girl talking about she just had her baby and the baby's 4 weeks old. She done went to the doctor and now she's 3.5 weeks pregnant. What are you doing with yourself? You still have a pad on a weekend. You barely waited a week. Ma'am, a week? I have birthed 6 children, all naturally. My husband ain't coming nowhere near me. This man has opted to wait an extra 2 weeks after the checkup to make sure things is all okay and strap up at the same time. So what type of men are you dealing with that don't even respect you enough to let your body even fully heal? You just pushed out a whole human. And even if you had the baby with a C-section, but you still got goddamn staples in your stomach. So what are you doing? The staples don't come out for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Like, y'all need to do better. Hell no. No.
Not the only one that heard the story about a woman. She gave birth 4 weeks ago, but now she's 3 weeks pregnant. Welcome to Verify Tea. My name is Tiffany, and I'm here to give you all the tea. So, a woman, she is now going viral on the internet because she gave birth 4 weeks ago, and now she's 3 weeks pregnant. And she was saying that everybody needs to we need to mind our business. She was saying that we're not taking care of the kids, so why do we care so much that she's preggo again? So I'll let y'all take a look.
Y'all, guess what? I've been crying all day. So I've been having cramps and stuff. See y'all. talking junk in a video. Clearly, y'all care too much about other people's life. And y'all act like y'all gonna have to take care of my kids. Are y'all gonna have to take care of my kids? No. Is it y'all body? No. So why do y'all care so much? And I seeing some people saying, oh, you need a new man, he couldn't wait. Baby, I was the one who couldn't wait, first of all. So your point is, as y'all talking about another welfare check, all kind of, y'all saying all kind of stuff. Baby, my man is in the military. I don't need none of y'all people to take care of me and my kids. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and don't care about what y'all think. So y'all can keep talking in them comments, because guess what? I'm reading and laughing at y'all, because guess what? Y'all can say all this stuff. Y'all can say, try to give me as much advice as y'all want, but guess what? I don't care.
What are y'all thoughts on this story?
It's freezing, yeah, so I have to take hot tea. Anyway, you all, what is your take? Can you share your thought in the comment section? Because me, I feel like you can tell how pissed off I am. I don't know her, but I feel like if I know her, I will shout, I will scream. And I don't even think if I know you and you're pregnant 4 weeks, you can't tell me. No, you can't tell me. You'll be afraid to tell me because what I'm going to say to you, you might hate yourself. You'll be afraid. I just feel like you'd be afraid to tell me that, oh, Maria, I'm pregnant again and my baby is 4 weeks and I'm pregnant again. The thing is, even if your baby is 2 years and you tell me you're pregnant, I'll question you. Talk less of 4 weeks. Like, did he rape you? And the thing is, the fact that she's actually saying that she did it out of I wanted it. I don't buy that. I don't buy that, and I'll tell you why I don't buy that. Because we women, we've been programmed to always satisfy men. We've been programmed to always want to do things that our partner wants. When you put to bed, you will see your mothers or mother-in-law will come and press your body. Like where I'm from, yeah. When you put to bed, vow the normal VJ coming out from your VJ. There's a ritual you do. When I mean ritual, it's not like you're doing spirituality something. No, you sit down on hot water. They press your tummy. They tie your tummy. They give you a certain kind of soup. They call it pepper soup. They make a certain type of pepper soup for you so that it will heal you from the inside. They do so many things. Then when you give birth from with cesarean section, because cesarean section is more delicate, because after you put to bed or after they cut out your tummy and bring out the child, you kind to sit down is painful. When you sit down to stand up is another type of pain, right? And the doctor will tell you the only thing you can lift is your baby. So literally, you're not doing anything. Everything has to be done for you. So the thing is that there's nothing wrong down there when they cut your tummy, your VJJ is okay. But the pain you're going through, your mental state at that point, I don't think the next thing that wants to happen to you is have sex. And I feel like when a woman do have sex, even if she has cesarean section, is because she want to please our man. So we've been programmed that anything a man wants, we do it. And even when you put to bed, they always want to prep your body down for your man. See them telling you, oh, you need to, if you give birth with the VJJ, they'll tell you, you need to sit down in hot water so that your VJJ will, close back so that when your partner wants to have sex with you in the next 6 weeks, is going to enjoy it. He doesn't feel like you've put to bed. All those kind of thing. They always prepping the body for the next baby. They prep the body for a man to make a man feel more pleasurable. Not even for us women, because come to think of it, 6 weeks is even too close for a woman to have sex after putting to bed. The thing is, I don't even think that there should even be a time. It should be a time for a woman to have sex after she puts to bed. She should be able to determine that, okay, I am ready to have sex, because the doctors gave that 6 weeks time. Now allow some of these men to be like, start looking at the calendar and be like, oh, 4 weeks, you're already working well, so why can't I put my thing inside you if I don't put my thing inside you, I'm going to go out and cheat on you. You know, all those kind of threats. And even people around you will tell you, even when I was 2 weeks postpartum, I was already having sex with my husband because I don't want him to go outside and look for it. You know, some people cannot have sex during pregnancy because of the pregnancy weight and some hormones. And sometimes the man might not even see you attractive anymore when you're pregnant, right? So since you brought the baby out, they want to just use you as an object as they usually do. So she's pregnant for 4 weeks postpartum. I have seen 3 months. I have seen 2 months. This is the closest I've ever seen. That imagine my head is like they have snacks in the hospital, and that was their congratulation. Like, oh my god, congratulations, we have a baby. Or is it that they have smacks before the baby came? I don't know. Like, it's confusing. Doctors in the house, can you explain? Because in my own calculation, if you're 3.5 weeks pregnant and you have a 4 weeks old baby, you already have smacks in the hospital when you put to bed. So your hormones has not. This like this is like, tell me you hate yourself without telling me you hate yourself. I got pregnant 4 weeks after postpartum. That's just it, because it shows how much she doesn't like herself. It shows how much she doesn't value herself. When it comes to giving birth and getting pregnant, I always say this: you are facing death face to face. It's either you come out of it alive or you come out of it dead. A lot of women have lost their lives. So many women are gone, not because it's their time, or it is most of the time childbearing, pregnancy have unalived so many women. So when it comes to pregnancy and childbirth, I see it as you are facing life death. You are facing death face to face, and it's either you're out alive or you are out of it dead. A lot of things change about you, like your whole body. You can never get your body back. Like, it takes a lot of things for you to go back to who you are. So when it comes to pregnancy and giving birth, I just feel like women should use their head, not your heart. Because if you feel like, oh, I want to rush and do this, there's some women that I don't like, women that tell you I want to quickly rush and give birth and all of that. You're not thinking about your health, you're not thinking about your body, you're not thinking about your mental state, right? Some of them tell you, I have 3 kids in 3 years, I have 5 kids in 5 years. When do you have time to breathe? Some of them just got married and immediately they're having 4 children. Like, when do you have time to enjoy yourself, like, as a person? And that is why most women always come later on to tell you how regretful they are for being a mom, because they didn't think about so many things. They didn't ask themselves, am I doing this? The thing is, the fact that she said we should not judge, I'm like, why won't we judge you? Because I will judge. And for people that will say, oh, Maria, we shouldn't judge, it can happen to anybody. It cannot happen to me. I don't think if it happens to you, you know what you're doing. Unless she was raped, unless there was a gun in her head and she just had to do it. I don't think at your right state you should do this. I feel like the man's supposed to be arrested and locked for years for him to get his senses back, to be able to for him to get senses back, to be able to have sex with his wife immediately after she put to bed. That is insane. That is crazy. Anyways, I feel like I could go on and talk and talk and talk and talk, because this particular thing is crazy, to be honest. What is your take on this conversation? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Respectfully, check out Maya Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.